Hey there. So it's been about a couple months, more than half a year since the last time I was standing in front of this wall. Last time I was really scared. I was really anxious. I was reading from a script. I literally, I didn't know. I was scared because, I was being unmasked. I didn't know how people would react. And God, people are so nice. People are so good. Like today has been maybe the most eventful day of my life, one of them at least. Like, it's been kind of intense, and that's why I'm doing this, because I feel like I owe you guys something for this. You guys really delivered. You guys really delivered today. So I'm gonna try and sort through this and give you guys context and just sort of. This is just a treat for you. I'm gonna stop. Yeah. Trust me, I look better than I feel. Just be glad you can't smell me right now. I'm gonna take a shower as soon as this video is over. But honestly, I figured I let the haggardness show you, so you can see what a day I've had. So, yeah, like I mentioned in the last video, when I was coming clean about my past as an internet troll and stuff, I was in a really vulnerable, damaged place because because my ex had left me because of it afterwards. And, it's been 9 months since then. That's long enough for a human being to be conceived and delivered. And in that time, we've had a closet full of her stuff that just, wouldn't pay, picking it up, just kept getting pushed back. They wouldn't let me drop it off. And it was just this dumb thing where it's she's blocked me everywhere. Just dumb, people won't just talk like adults. So so my plan for today was, all right, this is it. I'm tired of dealing with this stuff. I'm tired of having this constant reminder. I want closure. I'm just going to take all this stuff. I'm going to drop it off at the house, and that's it. That was my plan. And since they blocked me out everywhere, I just put a tweet out and assumed they would, get the vibes or whatever. So I wake up this morning planning to do that, and I'm getting my car. And I'm oh, my car is, my gas is almost out. I should fill up before I drive over there. So I go to the gas station and my card's declined, and I know I have money in there. So I go to my credit union and I'm hey, I get there before they open. In fact, I have to wait in line. There's a big line because it's Monday, and I go in there and talk to someone, and they're yeah, your account has been frozen because your credit card isn't unpaid. See, my credit card is with my credit union. I use a credit union instead of a bank. My credit card is through it. And the thing is, because I've been unemployed for the past couple months, I started a new job about a month ago, thankfully. So that's one of the reasons why this was kind of stressful. I'm finally starting to build put things back together. So they tell me, oh, yeah, because you have unpaid credit card bills, your entire account's frozen. So I have I can't pay my, also today is the day that my rent is due. And also my renewal is supposed to happen. I'm supposed to renew my lease. My lease was supposed to be renewed. And when I went to pay it, it said that instead of doing the lease, the whatever I signed, it was doing the month to month amount, which is twice as much as what it should be. And because of that, I realized that on Sunday, I had to wait until Monday to talk to them about it. So it's like that one Calvin and Hobbes comic where a train derailment, a plane crash, and volcano are all happening on the same location. It's just all this stuff is happening at once. So my cards, so basically it's I only have enough money to pay my rent. And then but I can't access that money until I pay off my credit card bill, until I pay one of them. But in doing that, that means now I don't have the money to pay my rent. And it's just I was so scared and stressed out. I was this is it. I'm finally going to be homeless. I've tried really hard. I've worked but this is it. And, I was really scared. And so, I put myself together. I took a break, paused, drank some water, and eventually, composed myself, and I just powered through it. I, talked to some people on the phone. I did the payment, and then I was just, scared and worried. So I just did a call for help on Twitter, like I do, and people Like, and I'm good now. Like, I really can't emphasize, like, as somebody, like, I make 11.50 an hour. All right, I am like incredibly poor. I have no disposable income. My life sucks, and it means so much to me. I would literally be homeless if this isn't even the first time this has happened. Like, you know, just it means so much to me. It means a lot. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. You're so good, really. So I guess to go back to the story I was telling. So I have to I go back and forth. I'm like waiting in there. I'm waiting in the lobby to talk with someone for hours and all this mess. I finally get it sorted out, and so I'm able to renew my lease. People from the internet are the kindness of their hearts because they love my content and they want to support me. Just like give me money and to help me and out of solidarity. And I and so yeah. Everything that was cool. I dropped off all the stuff and I felt really good. And then I realized I forgot a box at home with her stuff in it. So after all that, I had to later on in the day drive again and drop off one more box outside of there just to them. And yeah, just look. All this breakup stuff has been really stressful for me because like my relationship it ended really badly. Like I don't know if you've ever had someone like hit you and then call you a pussy when you complain about it, but it really sucks. Or have you ever had someone like whenever they're angry, they get like really right up in your face like this, and they're just doing the "I'm not touching you" thing while yelling at you like this right in front of your face, and like it's especially as an autistic person, it's so overwhelming. Like I've been through some shit. And the worst part about this is I'm pretty sure, like, because, like, I'm a big guy, and it's like, I don't know how to talk about this because it's like people, like who's gonna believe that? People are just gonna think I'm like the loser or whatever. Like, I'm sorry. Jesus. I really. Okay. Let me get a drink of water. So yeah, that's cool. But trust me, these are what I'm saying is I'm just glad to be here. You guys mean so much to me. Like a week or two ago, I was like super depressed, and I was having like when I'm like really depressed, one of my things is like I want to withdraw. I want to like just pull away from everything. And one of my things is like when I was in the middle of like a depression, it's like I want to just one day I just want to like I have like this impulse to just like just lock everything and just vanish like online, and it sucks and I hate it. And I'm thinking now, like if I had done it, like I would be homeless right now. Like I'm obviously I'm someone who's struggling. I'm trying my best, and like I wasn't expecting to. Like, it's just like when someone leaves you and then blocks you everywhere and ghosts you, it's like without that closure, and then they just like it's just like carrying an open wound for 9 months. It sucks. It sucks so much. It hurts. Like I wouldn't do that to someone. Like even if I hated them, I would at least give them the closure or something. I've been like, it sucks. It really sucks. I'm really scared, and it hurts. And the, so, anyways, long story short, why am I even doing this? Well, like I said, I feel like I owed you guys something. I really need to express to you guys how much it meant to me that you supported me, and I'm, you know, I guess this is it. If you want to see how much it means to me that you guys did this, thank you so much. I'm yeah, anyways, so all this sadness aside, things in my life are, the thing about the worst part of all this is like my life is like finally getting put together. Like I have a job again. It's like it's one that I'm like, okay, I'm not pretty good at, and it's like pretty chill. Like I'm a driver again, and it's a nice commercial job where I don't have to, I'm not customer facing. I just drive around and deliver stuff to people, and it's great. And, it's, it doesn't pay very well, but it's full time and with benefits, and it's with an international company, and I'm excited because like I mentioned, I've been a couple places. I've been talking to someone for about a month now. I'm really happy. His name's Angelo. He's up in North Dakota. He's this really handsome Latino guy, and I'm like, I've really enjoyed. It's been great, and he's also autistic. It's been really good to have someone to talk to again and everything. And he's a furry, of course. Of course. I'm very happy to have him. He's been so good for me, and it's nice to have someone like when I talk to him. It's great. It's like, oh wow. It's like, wow. I don't have to like constantly like justify and defend myself, or feel like if I don't like post like message him often enough, he'll get upset or something. It's just like he's just there, and it's like if I go a day or something without replying, he's totally cool, and it's just like, man. He's really great, and his family seems really cool. And anyways, the company I work for is like a big national, and so I'm hoping that it's like now I kind of have a little roadmap. It's like, I'm gonna be working. All I gotta do is just just do good. Just keep on keeping on working, doing all my internet stuff in my free time, and maybe once I'm established with the company, maybe in like a year when this lease runs out or something, I could transfer up there, and I could go from being a sunny Florida guy to like being like a North Dakota Midwesterner. I think I'd fit in. I'm a nice big corn-fed American boy. I think I would fit in well with the Midwesterners. I'm very polite. Yeah, like I say, my life is great, right? Legitimately, right now, like all things considered. It's just today has been very stressful, and it has been the capstone on so much pain and so much distress and so much like anger and confusion. And I'm like so glad, I'm so glad it's in the past. I'm so glad that it feels really good to just finally like have closure on that. To just finally, I have an empty closet now. It's great. I can use it again. I don't have all this, I'm finally like stopped like stepping on earrings in the carpet, or finding like, getting these like finding beads and dice everywhere. It's, my place is finally my own again. I feel like, I've been carrying a there's an old story, I've always been a story guy. That's kind of been my thing. Like even when I was a little kid, like I like stories. Like I like to tell, I was like a story there's a story that I've always think of that I relate a lot, where there's these two monks that are walking down a river, and while they're walking down the river, they spy like a young woman, and she's like, I want to cross this river, but I don't want to get wet. Why don't you carry me? And one of the monks goes, oh, of course. And he walks over and carries her on his shoulders and just carries her to the river and drops her off. And then they keep walking. And the other monk is fuming because he's like, they walk, the monk is just thinking he's fuming. He's like, wait, he's like, how dare he? He touched a woman. He violated our sacred bonds. How dare he? And this monk spends, as they walk on the river, he's fuming and getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And then finally he confronts him, and he's like, how dare you? How could you carry that woman like that? And the monk goes, I only carried her that one time. You've been carrying her this entire time we've been walking since. And I think that's very powerful because, yeah, sometimes you're carrying that, you're carrying that person long after they've been dropped off, and you need to just, stop carrying them. And I'm glad. I'm glad I can do that. So yeah, I'm in a really good place. I'm really excited about the future. You guys delivered in spades, and my life is, you know, everything seemed like it was going to fall apart in one day, and it got fixed. Like, it's incredible. I really appreciate you all, and I'm just, I like this. This fucking kicks ass. Like, why? Like, yeah, like I want to do more of this. The fact that I can do, pe- I'm going to do something special for you all. I want to do something nice for the people. You gave me money. You saved me from homelessness. You give me encouragement. So I think I'm going to give you something nice. So you might remember back around December, when I was first unemployed, I made a post that kind of it didn't blow up per se, but I think it got like a good number of likes. Where I made a post about how if any site would pay me, I would write an article about the movie The Whale from the perspective of a male fat fetishist. You might remember that tweet. It was very funny. So my reward for you all is, as thanks for doing all this for me, I'm going to make a video essay out of that. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be my little project I'm working on top of all my other stuff. And you're going to get to enjoy that. It's going to be a really funny and informative video, I feel. And I'll also get to talk about real things that matter, like just a lot of things that I think about, like about how we perceive bodies and such. This is, trust me, like when I'm on a script, I'm much better. This is just me kind of going off the cuff. And thank you again. Just, and one day I've like been like both like laid low and also been like lifted up. Like, what a roller coaster. And, like, I know everything sucks right now. And for those of you out there who weren't able to support, don't feel bad. I know the struggle. I'm fucking broke as shit. I feel so bad. Like, to the point where I get angry when I see people ask. Like, that was the thing that one of my early kind of discovery things is realizing is like, I felt bad about it. And I felt bad about it because, like, I couldn't help them. And then, yeah, well, just thanks, Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward. I'm really, it's going to be really good to be on health insurance again. Maybe, I'm going to be launching a Patreon for I'm from the internet. Just to see, because people, like, I've literally gotten emails from people saying if you had a Patreon for the show, I would pledge to it. So it's like, I'm too poor. I'm sorry. I'm too poor to be principled to decline about this. I'm going to take that. So I'm putting that together right now. I'm working on it. And also, Winslow is going through some of his own career stuff. So, by all means, I'm sure that Kickstarter would be helpful for him too. So, yeah, you can tell. I should wrap this up. I'm sorry. Again, thank you so much. I'm back, baby. All right, let's get that bread. No,